It's a nice shoe. You know that? It's a nice shoe. I'm gonna grab my stuff so I lose my bow. I'm keeping the bow. And I'm taking the flowers to the next spot. It's somewhat weird to see a really nice shoe like that. And a ladder. Yeah, I saw another shoe today. Shoes can be really good drop signs, or they can just be a sign of someone fucking missing. Yeah. This park is so important, right? I took a big walk around the park today, and around the whole neighborhood for about 2 hours. It is so secure. So I highly doubt that's from a child. But it could be from a child who's missing somewhere else and just wanted to look for the shoe. The other one, right? But, yeah. That gym over there needs to be the most badass spy gym in the world because the U.S. Embassy is right down the street. And you have the only private airstrip running non-stop right down the street there. So, without having to go into the major San Jose airport, this is a self-contained community. Pavas, spelled P-A-V-A-S, is where every single important spy agency should send your very best spies in the world. Because this is day one, essentially. Like, this is ground zero. If we can secure Costa Rica, we can do it anywhere else, right? It goes from top to bottom. I would have to imagine it's a lot more scary and dangerous in Nicaragua and Panama and other places even. But it's similar enough here with city, jungle, mountains, that if it can be done here, it can be done anywhere. And it's done with a lot of human beings on the ground walking around. See that? Those women wearing a pink umbrella? I don't know, really? Do women usually wear umbrellas? Or use them? Usually not. Not that age, so you know it's probably something that I would say everything is all good. Because pink is the international color of super sexy spies. And everyone in Force America, everybody in Costa Rica, 17 and under is Force America. Youth, Force Costa Rica. I watched the youth of this community actually walking and working in tandem with the adults. Now here's the thing. I did not know that this was as bad as it got. I'm always so used to seeing such bad things. You know, I'm usually thinking, oh God, I got here and it's much better now. Not usually like Charlie with from Snoopy, Charlie Brown. I'm always like kicking the football, not realizing, oh yeah, that's the worst place to be right now. That's the knife mark. But you know, where I tend to go, a lot of special forces tend to go. And where I go, the most scary fucking people in the world tend to go. Which now kind of makes me think back on all that I'd seen the last couple of days. You know, there's really fucking scary people driving around. Yeah, they're probably the Sicarios. Probably lending a helping hand because this does not look like a day where it's scary to be walking around. According to the Nicaraguan security guard over there, this was the most dangerous it had ever been. It feels a lot different now. Or maybe I'm just used to it, but I don't think so. I see a lot more vibrancy here. And again, it's not from cars with guns and tanks. It was actually from people from the ages of like 7 to 90. Mostly wearing red apparel, certain types of backpacks, and certain kind of movements, signs and stuff. But it was the single most controlled community I'd ever seen by the community itself without any guns, and it worked because you couldn't snatch anybody because everybody was walking from point A to point B. You usually had about 1 or 2 people around the corners, and somebody usually following on both sides, opposite directions. You really couldn't penetrate it because it was like that every block, every street. It was fantastic. I saw it with my own eyes. And it was like a miracle from God to me, because had I not seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. And it actually took me several days to actually even know what I was looking at. I was looking at a community securing itself with the assistance of some fucking badass others. Last thing I want to leave it with is what I learned. It's not a vampire problem here. It's not a monster problem. Problem is that the, when America opened up its borders and everybody from South America decided it would be a good idea to leave South America for good reasons, because they were being economically punished, right? The inflation in Venezuela, guys, like I've often said, the hottest woman I ever had sex with was for $80, and she was Venezuelan. Well, what did the men counterparts do? If there's no money in the hottest women in the country having sex for $80, what do the men do? Well, you better go fucking kill somebody if there's no money coming in, if you don't want your woman to be a prostitute. Or you just fucking head up to America, because that's the golden place to go. But along the way, maybe stop off in a couple cities from Colombia and Venezuela, stopping off in Panama, stopping off in Guatemala, Nicaragua, before you get into Mexico, etc. Well, my guess with Pavas here, this community, is that these elements that have really been around since 2020 in downtown San Jose en masse. And slowly but surely, they started trickling their way from one nice community to the other one. And now in 2024, it's the first time that it got here. That's my guess. But the good news is, as I learned, the people causing the problems are just drug addicts. They're people that didn't leave town. They're people literally that just said, hey, we'll stay here. And the Costa Rican drug dealers were nice enough not to kill them, which is amazing. But you know what? That's why we have those Sicarios. Because all we have to do is take out the trash. Literally, if you see somebody on the downtown streets that looks like they're not from Costa Rica, who are tourists, get the fuck rid of them, because here's the thing. These drug addicts, like the guy that stabbed me, that guy was out of his fucking mind. But I think he'd probably done it 100 times. He was very good at it. He got me so many fucking places that didn't penetrate, except for one. But you don't do it that well. I mean, he didn't fucking miss a single vital organ on me. We cannot rehabilitate that guy, is what I'm going to say. We can't fix that guy. And we can't send him back to their fucking countries. That's not fair to the countries. So we just get rid of them. We just get rid of the violent and dangerous drug addicts in downtown San Jose. It's really a weekend issue. And what's amazing about Costa Rica, you have a lot of rivers in the city with bridges. It's great for fucking dumping bodies. There was a TV show, there's a movie, I think one night every year, everybody locks himself in and they do the cleansing. Yeah, that's not cool. We're just going to have a really big one and clean up the streets. It's called Taking Out the Trash, Jalisco style, or Mexican style, or Oaxacan style. You could literally put a Mexican map on a wall, close your eyes, throw the dart, it could land on any state, and that cartel from that state could solve the problem of San Jose. But why would we want them to have all the glory? So, Roman cross speaking, remember that. When is now a good time to make the streets safe for the children?